I literally made a video about this last week and then posted it a little bit earlier today. It took me a while to edit it just because, I mean, we've been busy streaming and all that. I talked about Colorado and their comments of, oh, where everybody's Heisman. Look at this. So I wake up and I saw this video right here, Sanders' path to the Heisman. Can Alabama win a title without Saban? And then I saw this Lane Kiffin stuff, and then I saw is the SEC wide open? So is Shedeur the Heisman favorite? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? It's like I just made a video about this. I didn't talk about his Heisman, but it's like, see how ESPN they're starting to get the clicks ready. They're starting to get, and like, see how this video, is the SEC wide open 2.5. Brian Kelly on the SEC Gauntlet 1.6, and then this one down here 14,000 views. Riley at USC has been a disaster. From RG3 30,000. Which I disagree with that. I don't think, no, Paul Feinbaum lashes out at Lincoln Riley. He looks like a loser. I don't think Lincoln Riley's been a total disaster. It's that defense. Is it a failure to have a Heisman winner? Is it a failure to have consecutive Heisman winners? Now, a lot of that was going on in Oklahoma. This is a totally different program over here at UC. So they're getting their clicks, and I mean, they're starting their stories and they're starting their narratives, and it's like, it's funny to see like how ESPN is pushing the Shedeur Sanders to win the Heisman when, like, I'm not saying Shedeur shouldn't win it, but it's like, he's not even the most favored Heisman candidate on his own team. I'd give it to Travis Hunter just because of the fact that he's a two-way player. Now, is he going to be a two-way player this year? Probably. Has Deion said anything about that? It's funny you ask. I should have probably double-checked before I sound like a total doofus and he says no he won't or yes he will. It's funny to see that. What would it take for Shedeur to win the Heisman this year personally? A Big-XII championship, a kind of the similar stat lines to what Jaden Daniels got last year, where, let me look at Jaden Daniels' stat line of last year. 2023. Let's look. Yeah. So 3,800 yards and 40 touchdowns. So we're looking at a, 3,500, 35 to 40 touchdown range margin, whether through the air or on the ground, and a winning record like 4-8. They don't hand out Heisman winners to 4-8 teams. So could he win it? Yeah, I mean, he could, but again, they can't go 4-8. They've got to win big games. They've got to win that big game against Kansas and the Kansas State game. They got to win that game against Utah. We all know, like, those who watch ball and know ball, like, we know, I don't even think I wouldn't even say, could he get to New York? Yes, but even on his own team, I think if Travis Hunter scores at least 12 touchdowns and 6 interceptions next year, Travis Hunter is definitely going to New York, and he's going to be one of the 5 guys in New York. But I mean, we're just going to have to see. Let me see the odds-on favorite for who's winning the Heisman odds. Box trophy released 3 days ago. Heisman odds. Here we go. Scroll down. See, look, Carson Beck, Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, Will Howard, Jackson Dart, Nico Iamaleava, Tennessee, Garrett Nussmeier, Cam Ward, Leonard Riley, Riley Leonard, Avery Johnson, Connor Wing, Jackson Arnold, Shedeur Sanders. Here he is. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jalen Daniels, Brady Cook, Noah Fafita, and DJ Uyangalele. Dude, they're sleeping on Cam Rising. They are sleeping on Cam Rising. They're like, don't sleep on Cam Rising. They don't care. They do not give a crap. My Heisman favorites, like out of these 5, I was going to say, yeah, Carson Beck, because Georgia's going to be really good this year. Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, and Jackson Dart. Like, don't sleep on Jackson Dart. I think the QB who comes out of the Big-Ten or the QB that comes out of the SEC will be in New York. That's how it's always been. Look at Joe Burrow. Look at last year, Jaden Daniels with LSU. I mean, the Pac-12 last year was, you know, a gauntlet, and there was Penix and Nix. And personally, I thought one of those two should have won it. But Caleb Williams the year before, Bryce Young, SEC. So whoever wins the SEC, they're going to come away with it. But the one that I wouldn't sleep on, and this isn't just my Notre Dame fan, Riley Leonard. Don't sleep on Riley Leonard. He did have a good couple games at Duke before the ankle injury.